Now, for those who do not know, Big Brother season 6 has kicked off. This is the Shine Your Eye edition. It looks like it's going to really be quite engaging. So for myself, I'm a Big Brother fan, and I became a Big Brother fan from last year during the lockdown, which I believe a lot of us are like on that train. I mean, a lot of us just jumped on that train literally. So it's quite entertaining. I give it to Big Brother because Big Brother is like one of, in fact, it's actually the most talked about TV show in Nigeria. It's the most looked forward to watch TV show in Nigeria. So I mean, what's there not to love about Big Brother? But in this video, I am going to be dissecting, tricepting the design of the Big Brother house. So if you want to get to find out what I feel the overall design of the house looks like, you have to like stay tuned towards the end of this video. Hi guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Regina, also known as this space right here on YouTube DSF. So welcome. I'm so happy you're here. I'm sure you're a Big Brother fan, that's why you clicked on this video. Yeah, so this is the first time I'm actually going to attempt to dissect and bisect a set, you know, like a properly designed set. So I think it'd be very pleasant for me to share with you who I'm like currently rooting for, who I'm like pledging for right now among the contestants in the show. So if you're like Team Rose, please leave a comment in the comment section. So yes, I'm looking forward to watch her, you know, interact with other housemates. I'm looking forward to watch her bring her true personality on live TV. She's a dancer, yes we know. She's an entertainer, yes we know. But this is like a different version we're going to see of her there. Then aside Rose for the ladies, I think I will be looking forward to watch Marie. Yes, Marie, yeah, Marie. And then Angel. Angel looks quite interesting, you know. And then after that introduction she gave, I mean, she seems like a very sweet person. Then for the guys, Saga, definitely Saga first, and then Cross. For me, Cross, Saga, and then what's that guy's name? The medical doctor. Those three guys. For now, I mean, things could change. You know, they could do something that could like put me off. But for now, those are the ladies and the men I'm currently like rooting for in the present show in Big Brother. So moving along, let's dive right into this video. There are rooms, the bedrooms, there are the lounge, there's the kitchen, there's the living room, there is the diary room, more other room. If I missed out any room right now, I'll probably state it out still in the video. But for now, yeah. So we're going to talk about the overall concept of the design of the house. And there's an article I read that it's actually £1 billion project. So we want to like really go into it to really figure it out. Is it worth the £1 billion? Is it the overall design? Is it amazing? So if you want to find out my own opinion on the design, please, we're not here to like slander anyone's work. We're not here to like look down on people's work, because I'm sure whoever artisans or designers that worked on this space or spaces on the entire house obviously must have put in a lot of work, because it does look like a space that was putting a lot of work into. So firstly, I'm going to divide this video into two sections: section pros and then section cons, based on my own observation. I considered some factors before, or rather while I was observing the house designs. So what I consider is the fact that it's a set that was designed to be lived in. So it's not just a set whereby people just come to shoot and go. This is a set where people get to actually exist in the space. They have to live in that space. They have to coexist with each other in that space. So that's a factor I considered while I was observing in this video. In addition to that, I also observed that this year the apartment uses a one-story apartment, while the one that was used for last year's show was a regular bungalow. Meanwhile, I'm going to just show you a couple of clips of what the views of the interior of each space looks like, what I have generously collected from friends and then the internet as well. So I'm going to be beginning this video with this section. So the very first thing I observed is that the walls are like heavily cluttered. The hell, like so cluttered, like there's a lot going on the walls. It's a little bit confusing, you know, like you can't really focus on one thing. That's my first observation. Number two is that I noticed there was a huge clash of undertones. Like, I mean, I get it that, I mean, Big Brother has a very colorful theme, which I believe like the design concept try to incorporate in their design. But while incorporating those colorful things, like the undertones like varied. They were not like, they didn't have a rhythm. Yeah, they didn't have a rhythm, which was off for me. I mean, I wouldn't do that. Those are things that you have to pay attention to, even if you're being very colorful or being very playful with the space. 3, so there were rooms that didn't have like rhythm. So it was more like this bass boss effect that I'm like, what's going on? There was no rhythm in anything there, and it was like, I put up a picture of 1 or 2 rooms, and then yeah. Okay, so another concern I had was the armed chairs for the dining area. I mean, come on. For such, usually, in fact, generally, my preferred choice is to go with an armless dining chair. This would like provide more room, and it would like, it will not like, what's the word? It won't like create like a sort of confinement or restriction while you're having lunch, dinner, or whatever, while you're dining on that table. It's always good to have like free movement, you know, when you're dining. But again, as I said, it's my preferred design to always have like armless dining chairs on a dining table. And also, depending on the kind of people or sizes of people that will be coming into that space, unless Big Brother just knew that, oh, everybody there was going to be like skinny or something, or slim, nobody was like extra plus or something. So yeah, that was a big concern of mine as well, the dining chairs that had arms. So let me just conclude this section. So I just like generally had concerns on the fact that a lot of things were quite overwhelming, like some pieces were quite overwhelming, some sections were quite overwhelming. But again, that's my own take and my own observation on the Big Brother Shine Your Eyes Season 6 house. So now let's quickly roll in and move into the pros of the space. So in this section, I'm like really excited to share what I really observed, because I took notes of a lot of things that was considered while designing the space. So let's go into the first pro. So first of all, I noticed that it's an open concept floor design, which is like really amazing because it's modern and then it's super flexible to work with. So that was really thoughtful of them to make that space an open concept design. And come to think of it, just popped off my head, it probably did that because of the cameras and the mics that, you know, they were everywhere in the room. You know, they probably considered that and probably thought best that that would be like the best option they would use to create the space, which is 2. Big Brother theme or concept was pretty much incorporated in the design as a whole. Like you can't miss it. Like you walk into Big Brother, you walk into that. If you're fortunate enough to walk into the house, you can't like miss the fact that okay, this house is a Big Brother house because of the tying together of Big Brother's concept into the design of the space. 3. One of my best room is like the green room. Well, like to me that's like pretty much a biophilia interior design concept that was incorporated into that space. The fact that they brought in life into that space through plants. I mean, I'm team biophilia every day, any day. So yeah, I'm giving it up to the design in the green room. I don't know if you noticed, but the walkway, the access way is amazing. Like that's like a huge thumbs up. It's free, it's open, it's spacious. Like definitely looks like it even exceeds 100 centimeters of width, you know. So I mean, that's really amazing. The fact that the walkway is free and it doesn't have any form of obstruction or anything whatsoever. That's like really important, especially considering the fact that, I mean, there will be parties going on, people will get drunk. So I mean, they considered the safety of the walkway, which is really amazing. The diary room, I love how cozy it looks. It looks very private, like it's a diary room, of course, like, and then it looks the parts, like it looks very cozy, it looks very private, it looks very comfortable, it looks very, you know, what's the word, I'm trying not to go say the, but yeah, pretty much like it's, I mean, that space was well thought of, if you ask me, this time around. Like it's not, it's dark, it's moody, name doesn't use dark, but it's moody, and then it allows the lighting source in that room to be concentrated on whoever is sitting on that sofa, that chair, the occasional chair that was created there. So that's really amazing and very thoughtful of the design. Did you observe the artwork that's like in this space? There was even one that had like this COVID thing, like basically I believe it was influenced by the pandemic and COVID and everything. There was someone wearing a mask, which was like really thoughtful and really amazing to consider the fact that we are just coming out of the pandemic basically. The artwork is really amazing. I love the fact that it looked like, you know, it was locally sourced, which is really important because this is African. It looked very ethnic, very African. You know, that's really, 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 really amazing for the fact that there was presence of artwork in the house. Tell me you didn't notice the lighting source. There's no way. Like it is. I mean, the show is still ongoing. It's amazing. Like everywhere is so bright. I'm short-sighted, but I can literally see every corner of the room. It is so amazing. The lighting was properly thought of. It was really bright. It's not like a warm light. It's really bright, cool light, which was incorporated in that entire house. I believe that was considered to help support the camera to be able to function properly while it's recording the show. Did you notice the textures in the space? I know like we can't like feel it because we're not in the space, but I mean visually you can see how they played around with textures in the space, which is like really, 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 I'm tired of saying amazing, but I mean it's so good. It's a great thought of them to have like incorporated different textures and not like sticking to one particular texture in the space. Then I also noticed that feet was used instead of legs for the sofa. I believe last year they used legs for the sofa, but this year I believe they dropped the height of the sofa and gave it feet. So there are like a lot of advantages to having feet, also as well as having legs. But to having feet, I mean it's lower, so it's a lot more like relaxing, you know. It gives you back feeling in while you're like having an experience with the sofa. What else? Yeah, it's I believe since it's quite a big space, the floor plan is quite big and quite open. Whether they actually still decided to stick with the legs design, it would have still worked, or the feet design we still works. So it's good that they switched up from legs to feet, considering the fact that they know I believe they must have noticed that they had quite a lot of space and they took advantage of it. So they didn't have to like open up the space entirely there. They closed it up with the use of the feet on the sofa. So my last observation is the focal point in the living room area, like that center, that amazing coffee table, two-piece coffee table that was placed there. I like how low it's the height of the coffee table is. It's really, and it's quite different. You can tell there's a lot of craftsmanship that went into that coffee table and the placement. So yeah, I like the coffee table. There's a put it like that. I like the coffee table a lot. Like me, who is like naturally like attracted to things around them. I'm actually naturally very observant, especially when it comes to my environment or places I go to. Wherever I am, I'm very, very observant. I like to appreciate and acknowledge design. And you know, so if basically while you're watching the Big Brother, I mean, it's an amazing show. I mean, it can be quite distracting, you know. So if you observed any design pro or cons, you can like list it out in the comment section, share with me, tell me what you think of the overall design. And yeah, talking about the overall design, I'm going to give it a 7.5, tilting to an 8/10. So it's good. Like the overall design is good because, as I said, one of the things I love is the fact that the Big Brother theme was properly incorporated in the entire design. If you liked this video, do not forget to leave a thumbs up, do not forget to subscribe, do not forget to share. Please share the video. If you like videos like this related to things that is talking about spaces, you can tag me on Instagram. Yes, I am on Instagram and also on Facebook, so we can have a conversation, continue this space analysis I would call it space analysis of other amazing places you must have been to or you're planning to go to, so we can talk about it here on YouTube. So if you're looking for an interior contractor, you have a dilemma with a space, be it a commercial space or a residential space, you can follow the team at Kakodot on Instagram and on Facebook. And we also offer virtual consultation as well. So just send a DM, send DSF as a DM to get discount off your very first virtual consultation with the team at Kakodot. So till next time, see you.